Hey, this is Bulldog, scary vampire guy in the shadows. You can't really see what I look like, but that really doesn't matter. I can change my face. Speaking of which, something I've been wanting to talk about. I wanted, I actually wasn't thinking about making more videos. Didn't want to. Uh, I pretty much only make videos when I want to, and I was gonna say one of the things I want to talk about is how I don't even know if I can talk about it. Uh, but since I am in the shadows right now, my the bones, it's like it's one thing, like your skin changes or whatever. It's just skin, right? It's not that. I mean, it's cool, whatever. But bone structure, having bones move, uh, what that feels like when I touch my face and feel my bones move. Uh, it's really, really weird. It's one of those things that I've been wanting to talk about. Oh, what? Sorry. I've been wanting to say something about that because I just don't talk about it. But I'm totally not talking about what I wanted to talk about right now. But to me, like you know how bones move. So they're not supposed to move, right? But this is my brain trying to make sense of things. Like my brain tries to relate, and I broke my leg, and the bones, for a while they were like all gross. I don't want to make this gross, but the way they move or whatever, that makes sense, right? But like having bones move to where it's like a fluid movement, not where it's rigid or that is kind of messes with my brain. My brain don't like that. Trying to analyze that. Anyways, what I want to talk about is I was watching that Netflix series. I can't sleep. Or should I say I don't want to go to sleep yet? And there was these different relationships, yada yada yada, but like different people, different personalities getting along. And I was thinking to myself, if I was, and it's interesting how it's a TV show, right? Like people get picked, that probably like each other or whatever. Uh, they there's some forethought that goes into it during the production or pre-production. I was thinking to myself, if I was on this TV show or this Netflix series, I was like, what special person would I find? And I'm playing the devil's advocate right now. I'm playing kind of playing a character, but I'm trying to talk about this. What I'm trying to specifically talk about, and it helps for me to play a character. And you know, because it's hard for me to talk about. But jokingly, I imagine myself on this like TV show or whatever. Love is blind, and like, what if there was like talking about like certain personality types, whatever. I don't think this way, by the way. Again, I'm playing a character right now, but what I'm trying to talk about is the some of the people I've dated in the past when I was younger. Two people to be specific. And I jokingly say, I dated a vampire, and I dated an abusive alcoholic, and both of them are, alcoholics. But again, I don't think this way, and I don't even really talk this way, and my real viewpoint is completely different, but I just need to talk about this. So, on the topic of the TV show and imagining myself, getting to know people, out of the people that are on the show, which personalities could I see myself, this character that I'm portraying, this version of myself. Who would I, be aligned with personality wise? And I'm like, well, could I just see myself being with another vampire? Could I just see myself being with another toxic relationship with a person who drinks too much? Yeah. And I need to talk about this because simply because I know I don't want to talk about it. Just like talking about the bones on my face. It bothers me that I still have this kind of like residual, these residual thoughts. And I keep telling myself, because the truth is, it's based in trauma, right? I know that. I know you talk about things, you can get past it. And it's not how I think. The whole very, very, very different in that respect. But simply for therapy's sake, simply for trauma's sake. If I was getting to know people, would I be upfront and be like, hey, like, are you a vampire? Are you do you only enjoy toxic relationships and making bad decisions because it's funny? Not like saying that through the way the show is set up. You're sitting on one side and you're talking to the other person on the other side of a wall. I'm like, imagine, like, would I say that? I would probably say that this character version of myself is based in trauma. And I want to ask myself, why? Like, why? Just why? Like, why does my brain remember this stupid shit? And even worse, my brain takes a mental leap out of fear to prioritize such false thoughts that are not based in reality, not who I am. And I know from experience with therapy that it don't make sense. That's not the point of the brain doing that. It's from my experience. It's just shit went down, and my brain uh, tried to protect itself and isolate those thoughts, and didn't heal properly after tragedy, or what I perceived to be tragedy, which clearly. again, I'm just trying to recover from some stuff about me I don't like. Uh, if it's stuff about me and thoughts from the past that I dislike so greatly that I have to become another character just to talk about it, I know I've got a problem. I know it's a problem. But these videos, I don't have to say it. Some of these are just therapy videos. Um, but no, I think much like these people on this show, it appears that most of them are really trying, and really trying to be honest and forthcoming with themselves and the other person. And it may not be true, but it appears they're putting effort into it to some degree. So I would very much do the same, put effort into being honest. But other thing is that, again, kind of breaking out of character. That's not why I'm watching this series. It is not a priority of mine. It's not how I think. To even have some of these discussions or some of these say some of these things, and how I most feel comfortable when I'm most being myself. I don't. I wouldn't say things like that because I wouldn't care. But because of my trauma, because of my brain, I am tired of making jokes about myself and about people who I have in the past fallen in love with, or supposedly. I won't even admit that, to be honest. I'll try to demystify such a wordplay. Again, I've got a problem, and would demystify the wordplay, so to speak, because I try to rationalize my thinking, my trauma, and my stupidity. But I mean, I really just want to talk about it so I don't get it out of me. And I don't know. But it angers me. It angers me on several different levels. Uh, my some of these traumatic thoughts that I have and disconnected thinking in regards to poor decision making and the commonplace decisions of a young person, such as myself, and such as I was. The fact that I am haunted by such things it irritates me, and I think it's one part. I want to forgive myself for my not the choices I made,
or that I was a part of with other people in other people's lives and other relationships. But I want to try to forgive myself for the misanalysis and the misidentification of difference between funny, which is not funny. This specifically to me is not funny to me, and trying to make light of something that is just sad. I forgive myself for that, and I'm glad that has, watching this series has reawakened, or should I say, exposed said misguided thoughts of the past. Uh, I'm glad for that, so I can talk about it and try to get rid of it. Because I hate it. But I know I need to forgive myself. And to add on to that, as I was talking about that, I was thinking I need to pray to God and ask for to repent, which I do, or repent for my sins, but to also ask God for forgiveness for my just because, just that, just ask God for forgiveness. Um, and to follow that up with asking myself for forgiveness. And I know I need to do that. And I am. And yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna get going. Thanks for letting me make this video. And talk to y'all later. Bye.